Okay, so this is gonna be a quick handstand practice in my room today. So I apologize if the lighting is a bit weird, but anyway, let's just get straight into it. So first thing, I'm gonna stretch out, well, not stretch out, but mobilize the wrists. So I'm gonna start off with this, palms on the ground, 10 times. So even though it's gonna be a quick handstand workout, I still have to warm up the wrists just because of how often I've been doing the handstands, and I don't want to hurt my wrists any more than they need to be. And they were getting a bit sore as well, just from doing handstands so often. But I do have a push workout today, and that does include some handstand practice. But I thought I would do some now in my room just to get the frequency up. So, like, frequency is really important when you're trying to get skill unlocked. So I want to unlock the handstand. So I want to make sure that I'm doing it as often as possible, but with the right type of practice. So I don't want to be doing like handstands too often as well, because then my body might get tired. Okay, so stretching out the wrists or mobilizing them, whatever you want to say. Okay, I think they're warmed up, but I'm gonna do one more set just to be sure that they are. It's better to be safe than sorry. I haven't done handstands in my room because I got so used to doing them in the gym that I wasn't bothered doing them at home. But then just a few days ago, I realized that if I want to get my frequency up, then doing them in my room is the easiest way to do that, because there's literally no excuse. You know, you have your room. If you have enough space, you can just do handstands. Then you can, you know, accumulate that skill. Or what the hell am I saying? Anyway. Okay, so that's 3 sets of that. Wrist mobilizing. So what I'm gonna do now is bring a chair, and I'm just gonna do pike holds just to get my positional drill in. Getting clear on the form. Okay, who is messaging? I'm making sure to do positional drills before going into handstand so that your brain is forced to do the right, correct form during the handstand as much as possible. Whoops. Okay, it's really hard doing that because the chair is quite low. But the whole idea of the pike hold is to get your hips stacked above your shoulders, which is actually really hard if your hips are not as flexible. So I definitely have a hard time stacking my hips below my shoulders because of that. But that's why I'm doing these drills, so I can get better and better at the form. Like, I do want to make sure that the form is as good as possible, because I don't want to learn handstands doing the wrong form and then having to unlearn it later on. I just think that would be a pain. Okay. That one is so hard to do. Oh my God. I find it harder than the wall hold. It's so incredibly hard. Oh crap. Okay, I need to pause the recording. I actually had to take a call, so I had to pause the video, but I'm back now. But I'm not finished yet. I want to do wall holds. Wall holds are very good for getting your form nice for the handstand. Let me just move the camera. Move it. Oh, I don't have a very good setup. This will have to do for now. Okay. I'm gonna do a wall hold, even just to warm up the joints. This is good. And I'm tucking in my core to get that shape. Okay, so if you're doing positional drills before your handstands, don't hold the position till failure, because you don't want to wear out your muscles too much before you go into a handstand, because obviously you want all your muscles to be warmed up, but you don't want them to be fatigued, right? Because then your handstand is going to be crap. And then I'm going to do handstands. I'm going to use my bed to fall onto. So I know I can fall safely, so I'm not telling you to do your handstand practice this way, because this is just how I do it. My back is like flexible enough to land on the bed, so you know, if your back isn't the most flexible, then I don't recommend that you do this. But anyway, this is just how I do it, so I'm just gonna like show you that this is what I'm doing. Yeah, man, I've been practicing handstands for like a few months now, but I would say it wasn't until the new year that I really started getting a little bit more serious about practicing handstands. Okay, I'm just checking my microphone is on. Like, I was a bit naive and I thought, okay, if I just do handstands twice a week, I'll be able to learn it. But for me personally, like two times is not enough in the week. I need a high level of frequency to build up that like balance. And I also feel like I forget the progress that I make if I don't have frequent amount of handstand practice in. So I'm trying to get in like as much practice as I can. And short, frequent sessions are better than long, irregular sessions. So like practicing for practicing for like 3 hours once a week is not as effective as like, say, 3 sessions for 10 minutes per week. I'm just letting go slightly, but I'm being very careful because, as you can see, there isn't any space for me to fall from doing that wall hold. So I wasn't meant to do that, but I just did it for fun. Okay, right, so I'm gonna move the camera again because I'm actually gonna start doing the handstands. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Why am I so oily? My face gets really oily. Can I move the camera there? Okay. Okay, it's not the best angle to see the handstands, but I can't really get a better angle, to be honest, for the time being. Okay, let's just get into it. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. Let's just get into it. You're not really going to be able to see much. No. Oh my God. I'm not even joking. I literally landed just my legs, my feet just touched the edge of the bed. I felt like I was gonna proper fall. My camera was actually zoomed in. Whoops, that was my blinds. My camera was zoomed in a lot and I didn't realize. So now it's zoomed out as much as possible. Right, so now I think it will be slightly better. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh. OMG. Wow. That was like so good. I definitely feel a difference in my holds now, just from upping up my frequency up a bit. Okay, let's keep going. Whee! Right, let's just do a few more. Okay. I have a habit of over kicking into the handstand. So I guess I kind of overcompensate for not being able to kick straight into it. So I overcompensate and I kick very far out. But by that point, my center of balance, my center of gravity is off. So I fall. Okay, I'm very sorry, but I can just see my camera is about to die. So I need to recharge it, which should only take a few minutes. And then I'm gonna come back and do a few more handstands. But okay, we're back. I just charged. Shit. Okay, we're back. I just charged my camera a bit and I moved it a little bit and I'm ready to do some more holds. So what was I saying before? I don't remember. Anyway, I looked back at the recording and honestly, my shoulders are a bit far apart. So I'm gonna bring them in a tiny bit. However, my shoulders naturally do that because I still think I don't have the best shoulder mobility, shoulder flexibility. So if I try to go like that, my chest gets pushed out and naturally my shoulders, they're closed, you know. But I will try it. Because why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, God damn it. That was a good attempt, but I could feel myself tipping very fast. And obviously it's really good to rest as long as possible between doing your handstand holds, so that your muscles are as ready as possible to do the handstand hold. So you're not like trying to do 10 handstands in a row unless you have some crazy endurance and you're really good at handstands. But that's not me yet. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, that was like nearly 10 seconds maybe. But it felt really good. Felt really good. I haven't really eaten properly today, but I am on a cut, so I'm trying to eat in a deficit. But I will have food. I will have food. It's just not yet. It's not yet. But yeah, I think if you just care about getting the handstand and you don't necessarily like enjoy the practice of handstands, then I feel like it will be really difficult for you to actually sustain practicing, because if you only care about like the end goal, then your workouts just might feel really boring. But like when I'm doing this, like I'm enjoying myself. Like I really like it. That's why I'm doing it. And if I get a handstand out of it, then great. No. So yeah, if your wrists are getting sore from doing handstands, I would take a break and let your wrists recover, because you don't want, the more that you do handstands while your wrists are sore, the more prone you will be to like overuse, and that can lead to overuse injury. So you just have to be careful when you're practicing. Okay, I need to make sure my camera's on, or microphone. Yeah, you do need to make sure that you are careful. I don't know if this is, okay, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to make any conclusions here, but I do think that girls are better at just knowing when they need a break from like training and when they need to stop training. Like I know for me, if my wrists start hurting, then I know, okay, it is time to stop. You know, I'm going to stop training for now and give my wrists a break. But I feel like with guys are just a little less in tune with their bodies. So if stuff is hurting, they'll just keep going. And I think that's just like a biological thing. I could be wrong, but this is just from like what I've observed. So yeah, I don't know, if you are a guy and like, I don't know, your shoulder is hurting or something when you're doing a handstand, by God, do not, just take a break, because your shoulders are literally like, they're the pinnacle of all of your upper body movements. Like you can't really do upper body if your shoulders are ruined. So your shoulders are so important. So if your shoulders are hurting in any way, like you do need to be careful and take a break and listen to your body when it's hurting, when there's pain, because you don't want to injure yourself, basically. Right, that was a bit of a ramble. So I'm just gonna do, what time is it? Okay, I have to wrap up in about 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna do like a couple more handstands. No. No. Whoops. Whoopsies. I did not mean to fall that way. No. Okay. Take a break. Take a break. It is nice though, doing handstands in your room. Sometimes I don't like doing handstands in the gym because I know that I guess I kind of get, like the first time I was doing handstands in the gym, I got super self-conscious because I was like, I know everyone's going to be like looking and seeing, looking at what I'm doing. Because you don't see people doing handstands in the gym every day. So I don't like that attention on me. But the more I do it, the less I care. But I still ultimately love doing handstands, like in an area that's quiet and it's just me. This is definitely a sign for me to stop now, but I just want to get one more good handstand. I always like to end handstand practice with a good handstand hold. So it's like, that's the last thing my brain remembers, is a good handstand hold, so that hopefully, magically, for the next time I practice, my brain will have like formed some kind of neural pathway into remembering how to hold a good handstand. If I end on a bad one, it's going to remember the bad one, and then I'll be doomed to repeat the same mistake over and over. So I want to end on a good handstand. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Let me try get one more, please. Please, just one more. I need to rest. A good way of knowing if you're ready to do the next handstand is if you can feel your heart rate like settling a bit. So I know when I come out of a handstand hold, my heart is like, I can tell it's beating faster than normal. So I wait until my heart rate has settled and then I go in again. And that's like a good indicator for me knowing when to go into the next handstand hold. The only caveat with doing handstands like against something like a bed is I know consciously that the bed is there, so I tend to form a bit of a banana back. But do you know what? It's the only space I have to do it indoors, so I'm not going to complain. Okay. Please, let this be a good one. No, I really want to just get one more, like a good one. I might have to do it off camera if I can't get it, because yeah. Okay. There's too much pressure now, there's too much tension. Okay. You know what? I kind of saved that hold. So I want to try get one more good one. I took a little break there so I can try to get my good handstand hold and end on a good note. Crap. I can feel myself getting more tired now. And it is really hot in this room. So I'm just gonna have to take a longer break and finish the handstand. Get one more good handstand hold. I mean, sometimes no matter what you do, you end up not getting the best hold. But it's better to rest as long as possible in between doing your handstand holds than just trying to like get after it aggressively. I feel like handstands they're like the thing that if you try really hard to get it, you're not going to get it. But if you're like effortless and laid back about it, then it just comes to you. So it is one of those. It is one of those. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this session too intense because I have an upper body sesh later on today, so I don't want to overdo it. And my camera is about to die again. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna do one more hold. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Okay. Whoa, let's go. I did it. Okay, and that's it. That will be the end of that.